Hello and welcome to Out of Pocket, the show where we debate silly things for just around 10 minutes. I today have the floor. Okay, so this has been a very, very steaming, piping hot take, if you will, for friends, for my parents, for many other people I've come across in my life. I think ketchup is garbage.
Well,
I hate it. It's awful. It smells bad. It gets sticky. People are munching on their burgers and fries and it gets all over their face and they're like blah, blah, blah.
The man was too stunned to speak.
Looks gross.
y'all, I'm sensing my redemption arc from last episode. After
So
my
we're
comments
admitting
about
that
Christmas
I didn't
food.
do anything wrong. Good.
I didn't
False,
say anything like that.
false,
I'm just
false, false.
my redemption arc, because Finn over here. Your opinion's kind of garbage. I'm not gonna lie. Ketchup. I'm someone who does not like
your
tomatoes.
counter opinion's kind of garbage.
Ketchup
so.
is powerful enough. I feel like it's a very common thing. I've experienced it with my family, with my friends, with myself. Ketchup is powerful enough to where if you don't like tomatoes, you still like ketchup. And I feel like it's very rare.
Absolutely, because
I
ketchup and tomatoes are almost two completely separate things. Ketchup is great for dipping your fries in or putting it on a burger or just being a general it's like the leader in the condiment area. It's obviously the leader in the clubhouse.
Nope.
I don't care what Finn says. and then tomatoes are just kind of something that you either eat them on your own or you throw them on a sandwich, but they're I don't know. I like tomatoes.
Tomato product wise.
But tomato product wise, separate and also better.
I mean, tomatoes in things can be good. A nice, what my family makes called summer pasta. I don't know how common it is, but it's pasta and it's Parmesan and mozzarella cheese with some basil and some tomato and some onion.
Finn's making me hungry over here.
And some chicken. And that's, that tastes great. I would never be the person to be yo, does anybody have, a spare tomato slice, you know what I mean? From after you've eaten a burger, go to Chick-fil-A. I wouldn't be the person to take people's tomatoes and eat them on my own. I think that's weird. But at the same time, I like tomato paste. I like spaghetti and meatballs. I like tomato paste and pizza and etc. But I don't like ketchup and I don't like tomatoes. But tomatoes aren't part of the argument.
Is the ketchup thing? Is it the flavor profile? Is it the consistency? What is it?
So I'm gonna be real. I have ketchup trauma.
Ketchup.
I knew that there was a deeper thing here. The take wouldn't make
I
sense.
probably need to explain the
it.
story. So my older brother Ryan, love him very much. He's a king. But when we were little, when I was around probably 5 or 6, we would always go to the bowling alley in Florida, in a little town in Florida where we lived. We would always get fries and a soda as we were bowling with our parents. And Ryan was a very, very messy eater. And he would take 5 fries and just slosh them around in that ketchup and it would get all over his face. And he would come up to me and make faces at me. And then I think I was just so icked out by that as a little kid that I just swore off ketchup from then. But the thing is, I'm not somebody that is holding a grudge on that moment or anything. I haven't since been oh no, I'm never gonna taste ketchup ever again. I've tried. I've genuinely tried. The last time I went to Chick-fil-A, I got my Chick-fil-A sauce, my Polynesian sauce, and I tried ketchup. It was still bad. Just the flavor's way too sweet for me. It's way too sugary. I almost want it to be a little bit more bitter, but that's also maybe because I'm someone that drinks black coffee. I mean, I don't know. I don't like super sweet things.
I can understand that argument in general, except there's a little bit of a hole in what you said. You went to Chick-fil-A, and you got what? What? I don't care about what you ate, about the sauces. You got ketchup and what else?
I got my Chick-fil-A sauce and I got my Polynesian.
Polynesian sauce is super sweet.
It's literally sweet. I'm so glad you're on me with this.
Okay, so ketchup is too sweet, but Polynesian, which is corn syrup.
Polynesian's not my favorite condiment, in fairness.
But
I think if you dip fries in it, the saltiness of the fries balances out with the sweetness of the Polynesian.
Or the ketchup.
Balances and balances.
I know it's a bit of a contradiction, but it's just something about how pungent ketchup is and how sticky it just
The
gross
pungent
it is.
I could understand.
It doesn't Polynesian sauce just doesn't feel as gross when I'm eating it for some reason. It's almost like ketchup mixed with like a soy sauce, like a teriyaki or something.
You know,
it's weird.
I understand what you're saying. Okay, so let me ask one follow-up question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like vinegar? What's your feeling on vinegar?
Like on its own?
Like on its own, like a vinaigrette, or just like being around vinegar. Does it kind of?
Balsamic vinaigrette, I always put on my Brussels sprouts, and that slaps so hard. Like balsamic is really good. Balsamic's good on salads. Salt and vinegar can be like good on a sandwich, depending, and they can be good on fries again, depending. But I wouldn't just like have straight up vinegar with something. There has to be some. It has to be like used in a dish, or like it has to be like a balsamic vinaigrette.
Well, I'm
like
saying like because it's in ketchup, so I don't.
Yeah. There's like a lot of things in ketchup. And like ketchup is an ingredient in other things too. I think if ketchup is used as an ingredient in things, like it makes Chick-fil-A sauce, for example, with the right amount of like combination of sauces, then it can be good. As a standalone thing, never. I despise it. I just don't like it. I can't do it.
I will say, someone that does like ketchup, it smells pretty rancid. Like,
Yeah,
I think it stinks.
awful.
I can understand.
Like I do get skeeved out sometimes with just like if I'm eating my Dino Nugs and I'm like doing my thing, eating with ketchup, whatever. Like it'll skeeve me out if I think too hard about it. It's kind of like if I think too hard about cereal and it just being like liquid with like I just can't think about it and just have to enjoy the taste.
And like with ketchup, like especially like during the summer, you go to maybe like a water park or even just like a fast food restaurant or something somewhere outside. You know, you have your ketchup that you're using with your fries. You may like put it on the side, and then flies are like flying around it because it's so strong, and you can smell it as it gets warmer, and it's just.
The problem you're describing is eating outside. Just don't eat outside.
No. I'm
don't go
saying,
outside.
I'm adding to Callista's point on ketchup being very pungent.
It is.
And then, like when it gets like in warmer environments, it's made even stronger. And a lot of people like have ketchup like during the summertime with like, you know, they'll go outside like for a pool party, have like their hot dogs and their fries and like with a cookout, and like ketchup's one of the first things they grab. And then it just gets warmer outside, and then like bugs are flying. And something. Okay, I just one little like extra caveat on this. If you are, no matter who you are, if you are somebody that when the ketchup bottle is empty, there's a smidge left in there, and you mix water in it, you can leave.
Just don't mix water in anything. What is the purpose of that?
We can agree on that.
Yeah, that's easy. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of a pivot here. Okay. Because we're talking about how rancid the smell of ketchup is.
Right.
And I can't help but think of ketchup's sad, lonely cousin, mustard. Which smells terrible, right? We can agree. Mustard.
It's so gross.
And it's yellow, and it's
yellow.
The only acceptable mustard is honey mustard.
I can agree on honey mustard. I can agree on honey mustard.
Which is funny because again, we're gonna bring this whole sweet thing into the conversation again. Like mustard being sweet, I think is very.
That's the right amount of sweet.
That's perfect.
It's weird. It's a strange argument because honey mustard is sweet. It's something about the sweetness of ketchup in particular that's just too much for me. But at the same time, I would love to have like a honey butter chicken biscuit dipped in some honey mustard. Like that slaps. I don't know what it is about that in comparison to ketchup that works for me, but maybe it's the taste combined with the sweetness. I don't know.
I do have a question though. On the topic of like condiments, and we mentioned fries a couple times. Mentioned Chick-fil-A. Right. If you have a thing of French fries, whatever your favorite fries, if it's Chick-fil-A's waffle fries, there's like the irresistible McDonald's like shoestring fries, whatever. Don't look at me like that.
I am a French fry person. I realized this at like a later age. Like I always knew they're like a normal side, and of course I would eat them. But at like 17 or 18 years old, I was like, wow, I could go for French fries like anytime.
I will go to McDonald's only for French fries. But anyways, back to the core of the question here. We're talking about condiments. What are you dipping your fries in? What sauce is your go-to?
Probably Chick-fil-A sauce.
If I'm at Chick-fil-A and I have Chick-fil-A sauce, or even sometimes when I have a little bit of extra Chick-fil-A sauce and I'm not eating waffle fries, Chick-fil-A sauce. Or there's Chick-fil-A has like a honey roasted barbecue that's very similar.
barbecue
It's very
sauce is good.
underrated. I think restaurant.
It's very
like
similar to
fast food
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Restaurant barbecue is something different.
It
I
is.
think it's
It
so
really
special.
is.
It's always tangy. It's
It's
always
tangy.
just
It's
right.
a little stickier. It's even a little sweeter, but not in like the ketchup.
Not
Not in the way that
stickier.
ketchup is.
I mean, it's stickier, but like, no. I don't
Um,
want to think of sticky when I'm like, ooh, I want a good meal. Oh, it's something sticky.
well, we're talking about fast food. Everything about fast food
It's a
is
little sticky.
sticky for some reason.
But
We talked
like,
about Waffle House last
There's
episode.
exceptions to this. Five Guys, I believe, is an exception.
No, Five Guys is not
Five
sticky.
Guys-
It's greasy.
I literally
Yeah.
had Five Guys yesterday, and it hit so
Like,
good.
Okay, Five Guys fries. I will eat with ketchup because it's what I have
Sometimes
around
those
me.
fries are too greasy for me.
Yeah, I think
They
we
can
have
be.
next week's topic. We're
But
good.
they have-
We were talking about French fries.
But they like all the French
We're
fries.
good. We're good.
Five Guys, they'll like give you like the little cup, and then they'll just fill the whole bag with French fries. That might be why I love them so much.
They'll fill the cup, and then they're like, nah, they'll fill your entire bag.
They'll put whatever, like if you got like a burger or hot dog, they'll put that in there,
They'll
and
throw a
then
sack of
they'll,
And then
potatoes
they'll
at you and be like,
top
go
salt
home.
they have boxes of potatoes just around the restaurant.
It's
Iconic.
cool because it tells you like where they're from.
Yeah.
It's like these taters came from Ohio. It's just like, what?
I
okay,
only-
cool.
I
Thanks,
only
Ohio.
trust potatoes from Oregon, and no, I'm just kidding. That would be an amazing topic for another episode.
Well, again, we've made zero progress in this debate, but then again, it's also been a lot of fun. Alongside my good friends Will Kronsberg and Callista Pushman, I'm Finn Carlin. This has been Out of Pocket, and we're going to go have some fries.